In every negotiation, there are three critical factors that are going to play a role in the outcome. Critical factor number one is your behavioral skills. These are your people skills, your conflict resolution skills, your problem-solving skills, your listening skills. These are the skills that you use on a daily basis to build a relationship. Each person comes to the table with a different skill set. The better your skill set of behavioral skills, I believe the better the opportunity you have to create that win-win outcome. A great example in life is to watch people when they're trying to gain or accomplish a goal. And one of the great examples is airports and upgrades. I love to watch people stand up at the counter and try to persuade the ticketing agent to upgrade their seat. And I always ask this question. When they open their mouth, did they take a step closer to the goal, or did they take a step further back from their goal? That opening of their mouth and the words that they choose to come out is all about this, behavioral or people skills. Critical factor number two involved in every negotiation is the situation. And what I've learned is the situation can change in a heartbeat. And because of that, my personal philosophy is always go out of my way to create a win-win outcome. Even in the cases where I have the leverage, I have the power, I have the advantage, I still will go out of my way to help ensure that you win, because my goal is to create a lifelong win-win relationship where if we ever did come back, we can negotiate a win-win outcome in about 1/4 of the time it would take if there was not that same level of trust in the relationship. And because the situation can change on this heartbeat, it's our goal, it's our need to go out of our way to build that win-win. And factor number three is the strategies and tactics that you use in a negotiation. Although some people do not like the words strategies and tactics, and I've often said this, if you really don't like them, don't use them. But I also know this, you better know the outcome to the strategies, and you better know the counter to the strategies and tactics, because they're going to be used against you on a daily basis. But to also emphasize this third point, we all use strategies and tactics on a daily basis. And one of my favorite examples is to say this. You go home tonight, your significant other or kids say, let's go out to dinner. And then they suggest a place you can't stand. What do you do or say to get them to agree with you? Whatever you say or do, they say, yes, but you chose last time. What do you do or say next? And whatever you do or say next, they counter by looking at you in the eye, putting one hand on your arm and saying this, yes, but honey, this time, just wouldn't you do it for me? At that point, what do you do or say? It's all a strategy and it's all a tactic.